As an adult, what are some things you hate or dislike having to do? For me, it's first dates and job interviews. Let me explain. Let's get into it.
It's time to vibe with Deezy.
So, job interviews, I've come to kind of conquer them. I've come to the point where I'm pretty good. I I'm very content with my interview skills. I could not say that maybe 7, 8 years ago. I was garbage at interviews. Um, so a funny story. I've been rejected employment from Target 3 separate fucking times, and two were the same fucking store. That's how bad I was at interviews. Or maybe I don't fit the Target image, I guess. I don't know. But I don't understand like how I didn't get the job, because the crazy thing is I had two acquaintances that worked at Target. And I was like, okay, how did they get hired and not me? There that was kind of a moment where I had to look at myself like, okay, why did they not hire me? Like there's two girls I know that work here that I kind of, I mesh with. We have similar, I guess, personalities, I guess. I was just like, okay, why the fuck have they turned me down 3 times? I really, I really don't think I'll ever know. Well, I know the first interview was horrible because it was one of my first maybe three or four interviews ever. So I understand the very first time at Target. I know why I didn't get that job, because yeah, I was a newbie. There's a few questions I answered like, oh, I don't know, or I was just thinking for way too long. And I knew, I was like, oh yeah, you could, sometimes you could just feel like, yeah, I gave a trash interview. And my first interview at Target was definitely trash. I was, like I said, I was still new at it. But yeah, I used to get really bad nerves also. Especially if it was like the next day, they call you like, oh, okay, come in tomorrow at 9, 10 a.m. I wouldn't be able to sleep. My stomach would be fucking with me, get the bubble guts. If you know what that is, you know. And most of the time, unless I got the job on the spot, I was uncertain of, damn, I probably didn't get it. But the best feeling in the world is when you kill the interview and you get that job offer on the spot. It definitely raises your self-confidence. You you feel you feel great about yourself. Like, I saw, I conquered. I had my eye on this job. I was nervous about it, but look, it was nothing. I came in here and wrecked this shit. It's definitely that championship feeling, you won. You won, you get to celebrate. This is your moment. Nobody else did it but you. You got to celebrate, the small victories. And that's definitely one of the small victories I celebrate, is nailing a job interview and getting the job on the spot. No You don't have no second thoughts about it. You don't have to go home and think, oh, they're not going to call. You don't have to have that self doubt. Oh, I wasn't good enough for them to offer me the job on the spot. And I wish I wasn't, I guess respectful is the word I would use sometimes, because there was definitely a time, and even 2019, where a job interview did not go, the way I wanted it to go. But honestly, I feel like more of the blame is on the interviewer, because I came in dressed nice with a great attitude, ready to get the job, obviously. And I don't know, the whole interview, I just got this bad kind of vibe from him that he wasn't feeling me, or that he was, that he had already made the decision. Oh, this guy ain't gonna get the job, probably based on my looks. I don't know, but he was an older white guy, maybe in his 60s or 70s, and it was like a nice posh place downtown. It was a private club. It's called the Fort Worth Club. I'll call them out on their shit. It's the Fort Worth Club, downtown Fort Worth. And I was interviewing for, I think it was like the daytime security position. I think he said it was just like a position they were just starting or something. And he said he needed the extra help. So I was, hey, let me create a job position to help make things easier for me. That was like his quote and his mindset at the beginning of it. So I say the first 5 minutes were decent. Him just explaining about the place and why they were hiring. But then it took a turn. I hate when interviewers ask you this question. This is definitely probably my most hated question in an interview. Why do you want to work here? Or what do you know about? If it's not a well-known place, what do you know about us? I hate those. It feels like there maybe there are right answers, but I feel like if you give a corny ass over the top answer, I feel kind of fake giving it. And in reality, in your head, you're like, because I want a damn job, duh. I need money, and this is a job opening, so yeah, I want the money. I want this job because it fits what I like to do. But no, they want to give you some bull. They want you to give you some over the top. Oh, I love your company. I love what you guys are doing here. I love your reputation. Like they want you to give that unrealistic, corny ass hallmark answer. I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel real giving it. So, but hey, if you want the job, you gotta lie your ass off sometimes. Ain't that right? But anyway, so back to this garbage interview. It was a waste of my time because towards the end, he told me something that I wish they would have told me before I even wasted my time going to this damn thing. He was like, "Oh, there's like it was close to 40 other people that are coming to interview for this job. Why shouldn't why shouldn't I put this resume back on top with the others? What makes you stand out from them? Why should I give you the job?" And I keep it real. I'm honest. I'm not gonna beat 30 or 40 other people. Honestly, I might be better than 5 to 10 of them, but 30 or 40, hell nah. I'll keep it real. I'm not. I'm really not. And I tried my best to sell myself. But in my mind, I was already defeated. I was like, oh, I can't fucking compete with that. I'm at this point, I was only 30 years old. There's going to be a 40 or 50-year old with like either a police or military background, something that jumps off the fucking page. And I don't have that. I have good solid numbers. I'm not going to sell myself short. Yeah, I have great solid numbers, but it's nothing that jumps out at a place like this, I would say. I have 5 years of security experience and 5 years of customer service experience. That's nothing to be sad about at all. But like I said, I feel like there may be some other people with, who knows, 10, 15, 20 years of security, police, or military experience where they're just going to have that, like, damn, boom, look at this guy. Look at all these, you know, certifications he has, qualifications, like I just, when he told me that number, I was like, what? You wasted my time, my excitement, my hope for nothing? Like, I didn't have a goddamn chance before I even walked in this bitch. I think I could have answered every question perfectly and still not had a chance for this fucking guy. And he was condescending too. Like, he's lucky I respected how nice and fancy this place was, or I would have let my South Side come out. A little backstory: I'm from South Side Fort Worth before they gentrified the fuck out of it. I'm back when it was the hood in the ghetto. Like, I have that ghetto side of me, and I held it back that day for sure. Because this guy deserved a punch in the face. He deserved a fuck you, fuck off, some kind of fuck. He deserved something. His fucking smug ass little face, the way he asked you questions. So yeah, he asked me that, and I was like, I was, I was caught off guard. So I was trying to just save this shit. I don't know, somehow. I was like, I'll be here, every day on time, ready to work, leave everything at the door. He made some kind of smart comment about a dog or a cat or some shit. Oh, I could bring my dog or cat. They'll be here every day too, And then that's really when I wanted to punch this motherfucker in the face. Like, really, dog, you had to. Like, that's not even funny. He thought he was a Mr. Jokey joke maker, like, oh, I hope somebody in the future or something punches him in the face. I hope he messes with the wrong one and gets socked in the fucking face. But yeah, I even though I knew I didn't get the job, I was like, okay. So, when will I hear back? When will I know? We'll definitely not let you know by early next week. There was a lady in there also. The lady, she was night and day from this guy. The lady was the yin to his yang. She was lovely. Uh, I wish she was the one that interviewed me, because I would have wrecked that shit. I would have got the job. She seemed to love me. She was awesome. She knew how to talk to people. She was humble. This motherfucker was not. I don't know if it was because I'm Hispanic or what. But I'm glad I didn't get it, because I would not be able to work for this guy. I would not enjoy coming to work if he was my boss. So he did me a kindness, honestly. Because, yeah, we wouldn't have got along for long. I wouldn't have lasted long there. Even though the pay would have been amazing, it wouldn't have been worth it. It would have been a step up for me, sure, career-wise, job-wise. But this guy, no. Fuck that guy. It's definitely one of my most memorable interviews, because it was just, insane how dumb and pointless it was. Some of you may say, "Oh no, you had a you could have pulled it out." I really couldn't have. If you were there in that room and felt the vibe, there was no possible way I was getting that job. Um, so I'm definitely glad. Hey, at least I got a funny story out of it. You know, I even I told my parents about it afterwards. They said the same thing. You know, like what? That many people? They wasted your damn time. You know, like they really did. I would not have went at all. I mean, some of you may judge me, but no, I'm a very realistic person. I would have not wasted the few hours of sleep I could have got, the gas, the oxygen. I just would have not wasted my time on that. So a good interview story is for the job I have now. My boss, he's so he's he's also the yin to this guy's yang. He's what you would hope every interview is. We met in a conference room. Uh, I could just tell from his demeanor he was relaxed. He wasn't hostile. He didn't give off hostile vibes at all. It was it was a very chill atmosphere. Even though I was still nervous, like kind of, the first few minutes kind of settled me down. Like, okay, I could tell this guy, he's a good guy. But that interview was so easy. Like, I feel like I killed it. I feel like to him, I was impressive. Even though it was kind of a similar job, honestly. Like it's also kind of a business type setting. But it's crazy how it happens, isn't it? To some people, you will be impressive. To other people, you're just mediocre. But no, I think he appreciated my realness, my down to earth vibe. I think he appreciated it while the other guy didn't. He expected a guy. He expected the opposite of me. He expected a fucking guy that doesn't get nervous for interviews at all, who's too stupid to be nervous or anxious, who says, "Oh, it's a job. Let go do it." There's those people you will interact with that you feel like have no personality, no emotional response to everyday interactions or whatever. I feel like that's what the other guy was looking for, but this guy was looking for somebody he could, come in and bullshit with after he relieves them or whatever. I feel like he was looking for what I could bring to the table. A solid background with real demeanor. He ended the interview on like a kind of funny question. He was like, before we go, Batman or Superman? And I don't know why, but I overthought this question and said Superman. When I've fucked with Batman way more my whole life. Like, no lie, I've fucked with Batman so much more during my lifetime than I have ever with Superman. But I chose Superman, I guess, because he's bulletproof and, comes to save the day. Whereas Batman kind of has this, vigilante vibe in some of the shows and movies. I don't know. I don't know why, but I felt like answering Batman would be a detriment. I overthink shit, and that was one of the things I overthought was that question. But no, yeah, of course he was a Batman guy. I was like, really? I should have just fucking went with my gut. Like I was the one time I'm fake, it's the wrong answer, you know? And I definitely regret not just saying my gut. Like, yeah, I had Batman toys when I was a kid. Like, I loved the George Clooney Batman movies. Like the one with Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. I love that Batman movie. I know it's probably very cheesy now and such. I know it's one of the bad ones, but I love it because at the time, because it has everybody in it. It has Batman, Robin, Poison Ivy, Mister Freeze. I don't remember if the Riddler's in it too. I don't think he is, but I do know for sure Poison Ivy. Oh, Bane's in it too. It has Bane also. That's what I loved about it because I feel like it's the most comic book y of the Batman movies. And Arnold Schwarzenegger is corny as hell as Mr. Freeze in that movie, which I love. I love corny shit. I love it. Like I love the less serious vibe that Batman movie has. I need to watch it. It's been a long time since I've watched it. It I know it definitely doesn't hold up to the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. What whatever will, you know? Like what is it? Is it Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises? The one with Heath Ledger. I feel like that's gonna forever and always be everybody's favorite Batman movie, at least of our generation. It's definitely mine. I went to the movies with my friends. We sat up in the very first row of the theater to watch that movie, and I still enjoyed myself. That's how good that movie is. I had to fucking hurt my neck the whole time looking straight up at that movie, and I still loved it. That's how good it is. Like Heath Ledger killed it. Um, Kristen Bale kills it. I know it. I know it's kind of weird how he does the I'm Batman. You know, he makes his voice all like deep and out of breath. Where is he? Where is he? But I love it though. I love it. Um, it's definitely the best Batman movie, but my favorite is the other one. So yeah, I enjoy. I should have said Batman, but no, I got the job. The first interview, there was no questions no question about it. He was like, "Oh, so if you want, you can go do this little, you could go to Richardson, I think that's or Farmers Branch, go do the training. You could start next week, or you could wait till next week and go do it then." I was like, "Nah, man, I'm gonna go do it tomorrow. I want this job. You went all in on me today. I'm gonna go all in on you, and as soon as possible." So yeah, I started a few days later, and I love when interviews go like that. When you knock it out, you get the job, and you start days later. Like that's the perfect case scenario in any interview situation, in my eyes. So, unfortunately, I think I will be having another interview experience soon. Um, we actually got the word. Well, I got word yesterday. Our contract with this building will be expiring at the end of this month, January 2020. So I have about 15, 16 days left at this particular site. Supposedly, they're going to try to fit us in, at other company sites. But honestly, I don't know. You know, can you fit in? I think there's about six of us. Can you fit in six guys? Do you have enough room for six guys at your other sites? I'm kind of worried, honestly. I don't know if they'll be able to find this room. I should get word this week or next, about the opportunities. But it feels like most likely I'm gonna have to go out and look for a new company. And that night I described in the previous episode, I think that's the reason why, honestly. I think the whole attempted robbery on the ATM is why we got canceled. Because they suggested to him after it happened, oh, you need to add another guard to the night shift, add more cameras. And his response, as you can see, is, or how about I just replace this company and hire a whole fucking new one? Yeah, that'll do it. Um, so yeah, there's that in my life that literally just transpired last night, hours ago. 2020 starting off kind of a little weird because there's also a possibility of World War III going down too. That was also the news that broke last night. Um, since I've recorded, so 2020 is chock full of surprises so far. So yeah, like I said, first interview for a new job may be coming soon. Hopefully, it goes as smoothly as this job did. So, first dates, the thing I think I will never be not nervous or anxious for. I don't think I'll ever not be nervous as hell before a first date because they're so unpredictable. I feel like, especially for me, the past 5 years, they never seem to meet my expectations. Like they'll either exceed them or go horribly wrong. But I guess maybe that's why you shouldn't have expectations. But ever since the Snapchat era has came, maybe the past 5 to 8 years, it's kind of been the reason for a few of my disappointments. Like, me and a girl be talking, and we'll get to the point where we send video on Snapchat back and forth, talking to each other. Like an unofficial video chat. Instead of an immediate response, you have to wait, a few minutes or whatever. But still, there's been girls I've clicked and connected with. The vibe will be so good. We'll be smiling and laughing and giving each other googly eyes. It seems like, oh wow, this is gonna transition so smoothly in person. This is gonna be perfect. This is exactly everything it seems to be right now. But honestly, more times than not, it hasn't been exactly what I thought it was going to be. There's been at least 3 times I can tell you. Isn't that sad? 3 times where we've clicked so hard over video, and for them, I don't know what it was. I just wasn't what they expected, which I don't know what that is for them. I don't know if it's my height, which I'm which I never lie about. I don't say I'm 6 feet or anything. I tell them I'm 5'6". Or maybe it's my teeth. But I feel like you can see my teeth when we're video chatting. I don't try to hide my teeth either. Yeah, I don't smile in most pictures, but still, while we're video chatting, you can see my mouth. You can see my teeth pretty well. They're definitely not the prettiest in the world, but I never try to hide who I am during these video chats we send. But yeah, for whatever reason, I just never translate to their expectations, which is one of the reasons why I hate first dates because I'll always think I'm going to destroy on them. That it's in the bag, like we click so well already. This is just a formality, oh yeah, this is going to be perfect. We've already talked for hours. We already have this chemistry. It's just going to build on top of that. And like I said, 3 times at least, it was a one and done thing. One went so horribly. It was, I think it was the first time it happened. It went so horribly, it caught me off guard. And she was not being secretive about the way she was feeling at all either. I tried to make, I tried to make some moves. She mentioned she was cold. I was like, well, come sit by me, and I'll put my arm around you or whatever. So, no, thanks. That was the first indication. I was like, okay, really? I okay, I guess. And then we had talked about, getting a few drinks and then like either there at the restaurant or afterwards. And she's like, no, I'm not in the mood to drink. That's when I kind of knew. I was like, okay, so I guess this is this is not a good sign. And then she started pulling the whole low key hints. Oh yeah, like my schedule's kind of getting kind of busy. Like my ex couldn't handle it. Like it was getting hard to fit him in, and she was just throwing all the fucking signals, and I was so confused at as it was happening. I was like, "What? How? Why?" We clicked so well on the video chatting. Everything was going so great. She was smiling, flirting. Was it just a free meal? That's my thought to this day. Could have just been a free meal. But no, yeah, like an idiot. When I got home, I asked her, "So what did you think?" "Oh yeah, no, just it's kind of a friend, a friendly vibe. I don't think I see you that way." So that was the end of that. I blocked her immediately after she hit me with that. I'm kind of in that mind frame. I've been in that mind frame where I don't want friends, honestly. As soon as I hit 24, 25, I got out of that friend mood. I don't give a fuck about having female friends. We're either dating or lovers or nothing at all, to be honest. I know that may make me seem like an asshole, but I don't know. Just and I know when I'm with the girl, I don't like I don't really like if she has a lot of guy friends. So I feel like it's kind of like doing them a service too. Like, okay, you don't have to worry about me if you do find a guy you click with, because I'm just gonna be nowhere to be seen. Bye bye. I'm out of Dodge. And then the second one, the second one, I kind of felt like it was too good to be true because she was short, petite, gorgeous, smelled good. As soon as I picked her up, I was like, oh, please let this go great. Oh my gosh, she is my type. This is everything I dream of in a woman. Like, this would be a girl I wife fucking immediately. Like, this is what I picture me wanting as my wife. Well, yeah, I know the vibes beforehand, great, flirty. She sent me a few lewd, sexy pictures where I was like, ooh, okay. Oh, yeah, this, mm, I don't know how I did it, but it's in the bag, man. So, once again, it started off with a moment where she blew me off. It was kind of chilly. We were walking into this one restaurant, and yeah, she didn't have a jacket, so she was kind of doing the whole thing where she held her arms together, rubbing on them. I was like, okay, well, you know, want me to hold you? Want me to hold you while we walk? Oh, no, no, I'm good. I was like, wow. Okay, so all the physical chemistry I thought we were gonna have, never mind then. All right. And we drove around and finally decided on a place, and then during the convo, while we're eating dinner, I kind of figured out what kind of woman she was. And it was what I hoped she wasn't gonna be, but it was it was what I judged her to be, and she was that. She was a girl that wanted to be taken care of. If she had the work, she wanted it to be a little part-time job. She's exactly what you think pretty girls are these days. She wanted to do minimal fucking work and live off of your success. And I'm not there yet. I want to be there, but I'm not there yet. I have to be with somebody that's going to grind. If not as hard as me, almost as hard as me or harder. Like, no, we're going to have to grind to get where we want to be. Like I've said so many times, I'm straight up, I'm real, I'm honest. Like, no, we're going to have to grind a little bit. But if you care about me enough, you'll go through that grind with me. You'll go through those tough times with me. If you're a real one, you'll be there. But no, like once, once I told her kind of where I was, I feel like I had told her, but I guess not. But when I told her where I was, I could see her gears going in her head, like, I don't know, then, gonna her and her ex had just broken up and she had a house to herself. Like, I was kind of hoping, find a guy, I guess, either to help her keep that one and pay for it or move into his place or something. I don't know. I felt like she was trying to find somebody to transition with. And I don't know. I was just like, that's not going to be me. It's not. Um, so dropped her off at home and yeah, like we talked a little bit that night, maybe the next day, and then she just ghost, boom, gone. And then I Facebook creeped on her and saw she had a boyfriend a few weeks later. I was like, yep. So she was looking, it just I didn't fit what she wanted. Hurt, feels bad, man. But some of these bitches ain't shit. So um I was like, fuck it. I don't want someone like that anyway. I don't want someone that's willing to put the work in, you know. Maybe in the future when I get there I won't mind it as much, but I think I will because I'll know the kind of girls I met along the way that weren't willing to wait. So when I get that success, I think I'm only going to want someone as successful as I am. Yeah. And then the third one, a similar situation. Clicked, talking, smiles, good vibes, good conversation. Got to the restaurant before her. Soon as she saw me, it was just an awkward vibe. I was like, what the fuck? There's a meme on Twitter. I'm consistently on Twitter. It's this like Hispanic guy. He might be Dominican or something. These are like a family cookout. It's like, hey yo, what the fuck? That's exactly how I felt. Like the way she just immediately walked to me. Like there was no hug. There was no hey, oh my god, just hey, hey, let's do this. First impressions are a lot. They speak, they speak to you, and that was definitely a cold first impression. I'm like, well, okay, fuck me, right? All right. Guess I'll get a hug later. I guess I don't know. But it was just like immediately I was oh fuck. Another one ain't translating. Lost in translation. Boom. Perfect title for my dating life. Lost in translation. It writes itself. I'm gonna use that so much now. I'm not even joking. I'm every new woman I talk to. I'm gonna tell them about my fears of being lost in translation. Oh, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Um, but yeah, everything after that just felt like just being kind. Okay, let's talk. Let's converse. Let's have this. Let's have this lunch date. Let's do it. Um, but yeah, I kind of knew. You could kind of tell. Like, okay, it's different. That's why it's called Vibe with Deezy. I feel the vibes, man. I feel the slight shift and change in vibes with someone. And I've felt it in all three of these stories I told you at different points in the night. When I met them, I felt the vibes. I felt the bad, put off, turned off, not into this vibes. But yeah, lunch went kind of fast. Talked a little bit after. Had hugs goodbye. Like I said, I knew what I had coming, but I guess I'm a sucker for punishment, so threw in the oh hey, so what did you think? Once again, I don't know about a romantic kind of vibe, but maybe if we hang out more, maybe that'll change. Um, I don't know. I really don't know. What I do know is about 2020 is I don't have time for any of those people you try to hang out with. Oh, my schedule's kind of busy this week. Maybe next week. Next week comes, no word from them. You hit them up, some bullshit excuse. Low on money, family's in the hospital, family came to town, I'm going out of town, no babysitter. It's always some kind of bullshit excuse. Bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. To quote Sarah Marshall, and forgetting Sarah Marshall. Yeah, it's bullshit. She right. Um, I'm just not gonna. I'm just not gonna deal with it this year, this decade. If you want to make time for me, you're gonna make time. If not, it's deuces. It's sayonara. Like T.I. said in Takers. If you ain't about this, then I'm sayonara. How y'all liking the movie quotes? Should I stop or should I keep going? Let me know. Let me know. I kind of like it. I kind of like the little interjections of movie quotes. I kind of like it. Let me know though. Let me give me some feedback. Let me know. Um, but enough about shitty first dates. Enough about that. How about awesome, perfect first dates? How about those ones that fucking exceed your expectations? The ones where the vibe. You could tell she likes you, but you're not all the way sure. Like she's not. She's one of those women that she'll flirt a little, but not a lot. Like let's leave some mystery, and then y'all get on the date, and you feel the vibes. The vibes is there. Laughing, smiling. Who knows? Maybe even some touching, some cuddling, or hand holding. Like that's the best thing. Although it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen all the time, but when those great moments do happen on first dates, that's like getting the job in the first interview. That's the best. Getting the girl or guy for you ladies, not for me. Um, you know, it's a good feeling, like, all right, I was what they expected. I was good enough for them. Maybe I exceeded their expectations. Maybe, And then, maybe you get some kisses during the date, or it ends with a kiss or a little makeout session. Or sometimes, if you're lucky, it ends with some great sex or whack sex. It could be whack. Um, I think I kind of disagree with the whole sex is like pizza, even when it's bad, it's still kind of good. Cause no, I've had bad sex and it's not fun at all. You're just like, okay, can can we get out of here now? Can one of us fake an orgasm or something? Oh, no, let's get out of this situation. But anyway, on to the good sex and the great, perfect first date. That is very awesome, especially when you're really into this person. I feel like in 2020, we need to let go of the stigma. I feel like it's mainly from women. The whole, oh, I'll feel like a slut or a hoe or whatever for having sex with you on the first date. If someone wants to but has restraints, tell them what I say. I'm not saying it just to get in someone's pants. I'm saying it because I honestly believe it and it's the truth. We're fucking adults. We both chose to go on this date. We both chose to give our time and our energy to this other person. If we want to have sex, and give each other pleasure, give yourself pleasure, life's too short. Fucking do it. That's my that's my thoughts on this. Fucking do it. We're grown. If it's if both parties are consenting, why the fuck not? It's 2020, we're adults. Get that dick, queen. Get that pussy, king. Especially now with World War III looming. Get that nut. Get that pleasure. Get it. We're adults. Fuck what fuck what your inner monologue is saying. Or what do you think your friends will say? Or what you think the guy's gonna think of you. No fucking genuine guy. No guy that actually likes you is gonna think you're a whore. He's gonna think, oh wow, she's into this as much as I am. She's invested. That's how I feel and see it. She wants me as much as me. Like this is a great thing. Like seriously, ladies, never feel like that. If you can tell this is a good guy in front of you and he's not gonna hit it and quit it, if you feel that genuine connection, there's nothing wrong with having sex with him on the first date. I'm not saying this for my personal gain. I'm not. I'm saying it because I truly, honestly believe it. Fuck it. It even pertains to gay people. If somehow a gay person is listening to this, give that guy the dick or the booty. Two girls. Hey, do it. Like Shia LaBeouf. Just do it. Nike too, right? Yeah. Yeah, Nike and Shia LaBeouf. Two quotes in one. Boom. Bang for your butt. But no, yeah, let's get rid of all of this slut shaming. Like as long as you're able to make your own decisions, go for what you want. Do what you want to do. Be safe, of course. Above all else, be safe. But do what you want to do. We're adults. I think that's a good point to leave it at. It's time to put a bow on this episode. This is probably the most fun I've had recording an episode. Besides my WWE rant, like just ranting and talking shit, like a normal conversation, this was probably my favorite. Like I really let my personality shine. I might get some people that don't like it, but I'm being real. I was trying to be funny too. I hope you laughed and like enjoyed yourself. To drop some like funny real life shit that happened. I actually recorded, I think it was like 18 or 19 minutes of this episode yesterday after I recorded the intro, but somehow it got lost during processing. Like it deleted itself or something. And I was so upset yesterday. Like I think I tried to do it like maybe 3 or 4 p.m. And yeah, it got lost. Like randomly, I clicked nothing. I don't think I clicked anything. I think I was waiting for it to process and then I look and then it's just gone from processing to just vanished. And it caught me off guard. I was like, wow, I really thought I was flowing and it just disappeared. So it really did hamper, how I felt yesterday. And after it got lost, I was like, you know what? I'll try again either later or tomorrow. So yeah, I dusted myself off and I tried again today. And to be honest, I'm glad it somehow deleted itself because I had both topics in an 18-minute clip. So I was going to have to find something else to talk about. I remember after ending that clip, I was like, shit, how do I end this? What do I talk about for another 15 to 30 minutes to put a bow on this episode? But no, I'm glad because looking at my time right now, I'm at about 45 minutes to an hour instead of just 18 minutes. So yeah, I went further in depth in both topics than I did yesterday. So hey, maybe it happened for the better. So yeah, I, I didn't like it yesterday, but I'm pretty happy now. I'm glad I got to record a longer episode. I feel like longer is better. At least for me when it comes to podcasts, I I like being able to listen to one throughout the day, come back to it if I have to. I prefer that. So that's always my goal is to kind of shoot for at least 30 minutes. But the sweet spot for me is 45 minutes to an hour. But if I have somebody as a guest, I would like to shoot for maybe an hour or two. Like I would love to maybe possibly have like a long, fun conversation with someone. So I posted it on Instagram today after I got off work. If you'd like to be a guest, hit me up. Let me know. Like I'm down to collaborate with somebody. It'll bring in extra sets of eyes because everyone doesn't have the same friends. There's going to be at least 5, possibly 10 people at the very least, if not a lot more by collabing. So yeah, definitely hit me up if you're interested. Like Monday through Wednesday are my current days off, but as I explained, I'm going to have a new site and possibly even new company soon. So that may change, but for January, Monday through Wednesday works best. Um, Thursday and Friday, I could maybe do something. If it's between 6 and 9, I could definitely work it in my schedule. So yeah, Monday through Friday, I'm pretty open. Saturday and Sunday this month are no goes for me. I work 12-hour shifts those days, and it's hard for me to fit time in for myself those days. So yeah, but yeah, for sure, hit me up if you're interested, or if you're even curious to wanting to do a podcast episode. If you're like, could I do it? Like, yeah, you can. Like, let's have a convo, especially if I've known you since high school or middle school or even elementary, and we haven't even caught up. That would be an awesome conversation. Like, yeah, no, somebody for sure hit me up. I'm open. Let's do it. Let's talk about whatever you want. I'm open minded. Anything you want to come on and talk about, let's do it. So I'm also gonna begin uploading on SoundCloud, just in case that's a little easier for some of you. I know somebody did express that might be a better option for them, so I will definitely begin uploading on SoundCloud also. So I will be posting YouTube and SoundCloud now. So branch out even further, possibly Spotify soon also. But I want to give a huge shout out to my friend John. He's been on the podcast before. He's the one who made the intro. He said after I posted yesterday, he said, "All right, man, I'll listen whenever I get the chance." Like I appreciate that. Like that's dope as hell. Like I hope you're listening to this one too. Shout out to you, man. I'll see you next Thursday at the library for sure. He's going to be performing if you're in Fort Worth. He's going to be performing at the library in downtown from, I think he said 8 to 10 or 8 to 11. Him and his boy Stevie, they do acoustic performances. He's a singer. His friend plays the guitar. He plays the guitar also. But yeah, chill vibes. Like he has that R&B feel to his voice. Like if you're looking for some live music and you're free next Thursday night, join us. I'm gonna be there before work. I'm gonna stop in, chill with him. At least an hour. I have at least an hour to chill with him. I'll be there, my dude. If you hear this, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna support you like you support me. Like shout out to you for the intro too. The intro, man, I love it. Everybody that hears it loves it too. So like you fucking killed it with that track, man. And it's perfect for my vibe. Like, yeah, that's gonna be the intro at least through 2020. You have my word on that. No matter how big this shit goes, hopefully it goes big. You're gonna be my intro through at least this year. Bet on that. Maybe next year we could come out with a fresh new beat, you know? And a shout out to my boy Vic also. We worked together last year in late 2018 also. We've talked about him coming on a few times, but we just haven't been able to make it work with our schedules. But no, I'm going to get him on. Man, like, you're one of the realest dudes I ever met, man. Being like 100% genuine. Like, man, we bonded last year. You know, when we had those conversations during work, man, like, I really loved talking to you, vibing with you, just about, relationships, life, passions. You're a very down to earth, awesome dude, man. Like, you deserve all the success. I hate how they did you like that at that job. Man, I was hurt about it. I hated losing you as a coworker. I hated losing that chance to see you, at least a few times a week, man. Like, you definitely give off brother vibes. If I had a brother, man, I wish he was as cool as you, man. You're, like I said, one of the realest dudes I ever met. You're fucking genuine, laid back, funny as hell. I I really do hope we make some time, man, and have a conversation so people can see how well we really click, how well we really vibe, how well of a fucking well-spoken dude you are, man. And I'm really sorry for your loss. With your friend, I really want to talk to you about that because I've been there. Like, I've been there losing someone I just made memories with, you know, and had a deep connection with. Like, I know what you went through. When I read that, I was hurting, man. I was like, wow, he told me about this girl. He told me about you showed me the pictures y'all made together, her modeling on your badass car. Like, it's crazy how, she's just gone. This young, beautiful light's just out. And that's exactly what happened with my friend Christina back in 2011, man. So I definitely know what you're feeling. I lost one of the lights in my life. I haven't replaced her since, man. So I know what you're going through. Young, beautiful, bright lights are hard to replace. And yeah, they definitely will not, ever be replaced. But they will never be forgotten either. That's for sure. They made that impact on us forever in our hearts, man. Mine goes out to you. Like, I'm with you, man. Whew. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Getting a little promotional over here, man. Sorry, but I miss Christina all the time. And just thinking about it makes me sick. Somebody so young, beautiful, and amazing got their life taken away. But that's another conversation for another day. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. As I always say, I fuck with you. Like, thank you for making it this far. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. Like, shouts out to you wherever you are. I really, truly appreciate it. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I really hope you enjoyed, laughed, smiled, got to laugh at my problems instead of your own. You know, got a little bit of escape. But yeah, thanks for the vibe. Talk to you soon.